Hi everyone, I am Professor Shalini from Mechanical Department. In last lecture of MQC, we have seen statistical quality control. In that we have covered basic introduction to statistical quality control. Okay, again we have seen ISO 9000. Okay, again frequency distribution and concept of variation analysis. Okay. Now we will move towards next point, that is control charts. Okay, what are control charts? Control charts are used to monitor variation in a measured value from a process. Okay, of all quality tools for analyzing data, this control chart plays an important role. Okay, no better tool can capture the voice of your process better than these control charts. Okay, so control charts are nothing but charts that are used to determine whether our process is operating in our statistic control. Okay, it exhibits trend, can make correction before process is out of control. This is a key role of control charts. Okay, control chart is a means of visualizing the variation. Okay, it is only the means of that can visualize the variation that occurs in process data and its components. Okay, it shows whether the process is stable, that is in statistic control, or is not stable, or is out of statistic control. Okay, a process is repeatable series of steps leading to specific goal. Okay, inherent variation refers to process variation that exists naturally. This variation can be reduced but not eliminated. Okay, these statistic process control charts, what is main objective of these control charts? It is to improve our process improvement. Okay, to determine process capability. Okay, it is also used for decision regarding product specification. Okay, for current decision on production process or for decisions on recently produced items, this control chart plays an important role. There are various benefits of this control chart. Okay, it can help us to recognize and understand what is variability, how it can be controlled. Okay, it also helps us to identify special causes of variations. Okay, so which changes the performance and we can make improvement in our system. Okay, it also helps us in assisting the diagnosis of process problem. What are various process problem? It helps us to diagnosis it. Okay, it also helps us to determine if process improvement effects has good effects on our product. Okay, now we will see classification. Okay, these control charts are mainly classified into two main types, that is variable chart and attributes chart. In attribute chart is further classified into two types, that is P chart and C chart. Okay, this P chart is used for proportions, that is attribute data, and C chart is used for numbers of attribute per sample unit. Okay, in this variable chart it is also of two types, that is X chart and R chart. This variable chart is used for measured numerical data. It is used for measured numerical data. Okay, now we will move forward. X chart and R chart. Okay, they are used for measure numerical data of for a process. Start with at least 20 subgroup of observation values. Subgroups usually contain 3 to 6 observations each. Okay, for example, we will see notification for variable control chart, that is X chart, X bar chart and R chart. Okay, suppose n is size of sample, generally called as subgroup. Okay, chosen at a point. Okay, and suppose m is number of samples selected, we select n number of samples. Then x1 bar is nothing but average of average of observations in sample. Okay, here are various steps to create X chart and R chart. Okay, how we can create it? Calculate subgroup means and range. We have to calculate subgroup means and ranges. Okay, compute the average of subgroup means and average range value. Prepare graphs of subgroup means and ranges as an line chart. Okay, next we have to calculate subgroup means and ranges, then compute the average of subgroup means and average range value. Okay, then we can prepare graphs for this both. Okay, what are steps to create X bar and R chart? Compute the upper and lower control limits for X bar chart and latter for R chart. Okay, use lines to show control limits on X bar and R chart. Okay, here is one example. We can see subgroup, then individual measurements, 4 groups are formed, then subgroup measures means X bar and range are. Okay, here average are taken of both, that is average subgroup mean and average subgroup range. Okay, next average are taken of subgroup means and ranges. Here how we take X bar double bar is equal to, that is addition of all average subgroup. Okay, and K is number of subgroups. Same way we take for range. Okay, computing control limits. How we compute upper and lower control limit? It is given here. Okay, since control charts we developed before, it was easy to calculate sigma. The interval was formed using R instead. Okay, here upper and lower control limits are obtained here. Okay, here is example how we plot upper and lower control limit and mean value, average value. Okay, using control charts. Control charts are used to check for process control. Okay, if process is found out of control, steps should be taken to find any element. Special causes of vibration. Here various causes are found by which the process becomes under control. Okay, when we can say process is under control, process in control points are randomly distributed around the center line and all points are within control limit. Okay, here we can see points are marked like this here. Okay, they are around center line. Okay, and we can join that graph easily. Okay, we can obtain these are points within control limit. Okay, next, process not in control. Okay, what are conditions for out of control process? One or more point outside control limit, that is the points are not within upper control limit or lower control limit. 9 or more points in row on one side of center line. If there are 9 or more points in a row on either side of central line, or 6 or more points moving in same direction. If 6 or more points are moving in one direction, what we can say? The process is out of control. 14 or more points alternating above and below the central line. Okay, see here, these are few examples of process not in control. In first, one or more point outside control limit. Here we can see one point is out of upper control limit, so this process becomes process not in control. Okay, in second case we can see 9 or more points in row on one side of central line. Here we can observe that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, these 9 points are on either side, that is on side of lower control limit these 9 points lie, so we say that the process is out of control. Okay, in third case we can see that 6 or more points moving in same direction. Here we can see that 6 or more points are moving in same direction, so the process is called as process is not in control. Okay, in third case we can see that 14 or more points alternately moving above and below the central line. There are 14 points which are moving above and below central line. Okay, So this process is also called as process not in control. Okay, these are various examples of processing not in control. So what are various conditions for process not in control? If one or more point is outside control limits, 9 or more points in a row on one side of center line, 6 or more points moving in same direction, and last one, 14 or more points alternating above and below center line. Okay, out of control processes. When a control chart indicates an out of control processes, it contains both common causes of variation and assignable cause of variation. We have seen in previous lecture these both concepts. The assignable causes of variation must be identified. They are non-random and non-natural causes of vibration. If detrimental to quality, assignable causes of variations must be removed. If increases quality, assignable causes must be incorporated into process design. If this causes improves the quality, it must be included in process design. Okay. Here we can see about P chart, control chart for proportion. It is an attribute chart as I explained earlier. It shows the proportion of non-conforming atoms. Okay, for example, finding a defective chip can be classified as success. Chip is either defective or non-defective. This P chart is used with equal or unequal sample sizes or over time. Okay, how we create a P chart? Calculate subgroup proportions, compute the average of subgroup proportions, prepare graph of subgroup proportion as line chart, compute the upper and lower control limit, use lines to show control limits on P chart. Okay, here is example for P chart. Here upper control limit and lower control limit is given. SP is constant since n is the same for all groups. Okay, thank you.